So some of you may be asking, where's the money going? Especially if you've been in business for some time and you're starting to see a drop in your sales volume and your overall business profits. Now, those who are marketing savvy and know how to really track what is happening in their business, it's sometimes known as the lifetime customer value. And basically, if you can think of this in the quote-unquote offline world, someone who comes into your store, let's say it's Best Buy as an example, and they buy that initial first product, but then they come through over and over and over, and as you track that, you end up seeing an average over time that plays out through your customer base. And what's happened in the last year or so, maybe even going back 2 years, is it's dropped for a lot of people. And I have to say, this is across the entire economy, of course, that it's dropped. And I think we all know how to put 2 and 2 together and say, well, that's obvious, Ann. There's a recession going on. And some have already called it the Great Recession. It's huge. But what I want to encourage you on is that now that you're aware of it, what can you do about it even today? What are some shifts that you can start to make in your own marketing to start to increase your business profits, despite the fact that, yes, there is unmistakably a recession going on? Well, let's think about it for a moment. There's something known as discretionary income. So beyond your household bills that you're having to pay out every month, the discretionary income are the extras that people are able to buy. Well, this downturn in the economy really amplifies this particular challenge that people are facing. Their discretionary income has dropped. And that being especially for the group, the demographics from 50 and below. They've got a lot going on. The millennials who were born between 1980 and 2000, they're just getting started in their adulthood, their adult life. Maybe they're acquiring homes. They're getting started in new careers. Money is tighter for them. You think of the in-between there, people who are starting families and raising them. Money is tight there. But I'll tell you, there's one demographic that you need to now pay very close attention to. And yes, that's right. They're the post-50-year-olds. We know what they're called. They're called the boomers, the baby boomers. Who are they? They were born between 1946 and 1964. Again, between 1946 and 1964, you want to pay close attention to these people. You can think of it this way if you want when you're out in public. It's called the grain of America. Did you know on average the adults above age 21, get this, 1 out of 3 are baby boomers. They comprise 77 million of the entire U.S. population. So let's talk about them for a moment and how you can increase your business profits. They've got the discretionary income. They're not feeling it as tightly as these other demographics. Well, let me ask you a question just a little closer to home about that. There's been a lot of live events in our audience this past year, which I happen to know why that is, that we've seen a lot more live events. But that's kind of a secondary point. More so, let me ask you this. If you've been to a live event, go ahead and raise your hand. I've been to 3 in the last few months. And you know what? I always like to observe and pay attention to what's going on. And you know who a lot of those people are at those live events? That's right. The people with the discretionary income. The baby boomers and even the generation beyond them, the World War II folks who are showing up at these live events, octogenarians in their 80s, okay? So you need to start paying attention to them. That happens to be my expertise. Why is that? I'm one of them. Okay, very quickly, another thing I want you to think about or consider that you maybe never thought of. There's one very potent subset in there. They are known as the prime-time women or the ultimate power consumer. That's where the real wealth is, and they've got lots of discretionary income. So the good news for you, if you want to increase your business profits, and maybe you've seen that decrease in your lifetime customer value, you better start paying attention to these folks because they are spending money. Upwards, it is estimated, the ranges are pretty significant, between 12 to $40 trillion, the asset acquisition that's going on right now in that group. I'm not going to go all into the details. Most important message I want you to leave with you is to think about these folks, become aware, and you've got to adjust your marketing to accommodate them if you want to increase your business profits. So, you know what? I look forward to meeting you now over in the discussion area. Just look for that tab here in my Facebook, my like page, and let's meet over there and discuss this. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thanks so much.